Salaam, Vanakkam, Sat Shri Akaal. Welcome to another brand new episode of Zee Connect with me, Shamuli. Well, you must have had a busy week with UAE buzzing with so many festivities, celebration and of course, events and happenings. Well, we have all the updates on all of these and also your favorite segment, Talk Stars. But coming up right now is checking on what is trending on the social media in our section, What's Buzzing. Just 2 weeks before the much anticipated release of the movie Happy New Year, and Shahrukh has been already the hot buzzing topic on the social media. But this time for some very different reason. Shahrukh recently released the first ever picture of his baby AbRam on Eid to his followers. This is the first ever public revelation of Shahrukh's youngest son. Let's have a look at the much talked about image. Well, Abraham certainly looks adorable. Abraham is a name of Jewish origin signifying Prophet Ibrahim, and Shahrukh likes the fact that there's the sound of Ram in it. While bringing forward a Hindu-Muslim family, it is heartening to see how Shahrukh wants his youngest son to see his world of secular beliefs. Well, if there was any doubt concerning Shahrukh's popularity beyond boundaries, then this video totally puts it off. Shahrukh ke fans Germany mein bhi kam nahi hai. Recently, these bunch of die-hard German Bollywood fans recreated one of Shahrukh's popular songs from the movie Kal Ho Na Ho. Certainly like to know what Shahrukh and the entire team of Kal Ho Na Ho thinks of this video. Well, moving on, if you have some interesting stories or pictures to share with us, do send them to us on our Facebook page, or you could even tweet them to us and we'll be more than happy to share them with our Zee Connect viewers. फिलहाल वक्त आ गया है एक ब्रेक लेने का, लेकिन ब्रेक पर जाने से पहले we take you to the ever enthralling king of all stage plays, Ismat Apa Ke Naam. It has been directed by none other than Naseeruddin Shah, और हम पहुंचे डक टैग जहां ये प्ले को स्टेज किया गया था, and we spoke to the much excited audience and the organizers behind it. So while we take a break, you take a quick glance at the pre-event buzz. Well, I'm at Duck Tack right now with a very promising play that's about to be showcased right now, Ismat Apa Ke Naam. And with me is the CEO of Altai Motors, Mr. Ashok Khanna, the main sponsor of the show. Sir, welcome to Zee Connect.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Tell us about your association with the play. What made you want to sponsor it?
You know, everything that's done by Naseeruddin Shah and anything associated with him has a certain amount of quality and class. And we felt there was a great association because Lincoln is such a classy brand, and with some fantastic models, so that itself brings an element of synergy to the association.
Have you watched the play before? Have you watched Nasir on stage?
I have watched him on the stage many times, and I watched his previous plays as well, which were sponsored by us, but not this one.
And you're going to be watching the play tonight, is it?
Yes, I am.
I think Naseeruddin Shah is brilliant. He's a veteran actor, very good with directions. Ismat Apa Ke Naam Part 1 was amazing. So I expect the same standard out of this, even though he's not part of it. I'm sure we're all very excited, looking forward to it.
What about you?
Yeah, I am here to watch the play, and I'm a big fan of Naseeruddin Shah. He's great, and all his plays and directions are very, very, very good.
So I'm right now with Dimple Mitra from ADSS, who is responsible for organizing this lovely event here. So tell me, you must have seen part 1, Ismat Apa Ke Naam.
We have brought it twice now to Dubai, and have had a very, very good response each time. We're very happy, very proud and honored that Nasirji comes each time we call him. And he's here now, and he's going to do the introduction for part 2 as well. He is extremely fond of Ismat Chughai's short stories. This is part 2. We have staged part 1, which was again a collage of 3 short stories based on the stories written by Ismat ji. And this one is the second round, which is a set of 3 different plays, again written by her and enacted by Manoj Pawa, Seema Pawa and Loveleen Mishra.
Welcome back to Zee Connect with me, Shamuli. Like I mentioned earlier, this is that time of the year in UAE where it is buzzing with events and happenings. And of course, we at Zee Connect help you keep connected with everything that's happening around you. Well, it's now time to check out UAE's first ever school cricket league. It's an initiative taken by Sports 360 and it was launched at a press conference at the ICC Academy. And of course, the entire team of Zee Connect was there to see them live in action. Well, you know, the best part was that we got to see in front of us live the actual trophy, the World Cup trophy that was picked by Team India when they became World Cup champions. Let's take you straight to the event. With me is Mr. David, CEO, Emirates Cricket Board. David, welcome to Zee Connect.
Thank you.
Tell us a little about the initiative that we are speaking about today.
Well, we're here to launch the Sport 360 National Schools League, which is a fantastic initiative. 22 schools taking part across the UAE. And it's something which I think is really important for the development of the game going forward. We have a national team which is going to the World Cup in 2015 in February and March. And we want to make sure that we use that as a platform to generate the next generation of cricketers. And by having initiatives, grassroots initiatives like this, it gives us a great opportunity to do that.
Well, with me right now is the brains behind this whole lovely initiative. Please welcome Michael Shahrukh, founder and CEO, Sports 360 National School League. Hi.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you so much. First of all, this is a very refreshing initiative that you have here. And I want to know a little about what really inspired you to kind of create this.
You know, we have a beautiful country here. The UAE is a great platform where we get to see the stars of cricket every week, every month, whether it's the Australian stars like right now, or the Pakistani stars, or the IPL sometimes. And I felt that unfortunately there's not enough organization around cricket for this country, for the people that live in this country. And this is where we felt that for schools and for young kids to take it from a grassroots level, it was very, very important for these people to have the specific platform to start playing their cricket, to start performing, and to have also the media backup, to have the spotlight to shine on, which is so important. And this is where we came up with the national school leagues, where schools are going to go against one another and try to battle it out for the winning team to come out and win the cricket league. And I feel this is a great initiative.
Involving about 43 schools. That's a huge, huge initiative.
It's a massive initiative, and I'm delighted that such a massive participation has actually come forth. There are around 43, 44 schools, as you said, across UAE. So it's a perfect initiative, and I think that with this, people love the sport.
Right.
Yeah? And this can only grow further. I see this growing year on year.
Wow. And this is the first time, by the way, so we hope this really works well for all of you and all the best with this.
Thank you very much. We're really hoping that this kids will come out, kids will learn, they will actually be groomed, they will become cricketers, they will at least enjoy the process, and next year it will be even bigger and better.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it was certainly an unforgettable experience to see that gorgeous trophy in front of us, and we all came back with some very memorable pictures with that beauty. Women to Women ने organize किया the 5th edition of Against the Tides, an art exhibition जो हर साल focus करता है एक नए theme पर. इस साल उनका theme था Fight Against Cancer, and they very creatively used art, dance and fashion to send across this message strongly. Let's take you to Dubai International Arts Centre, Jumeirah. Right now I'm with Zareen Khan, founder of Women to Women and the person who's organized this lovely event that we are at. Hi Zareen.
Hi, how are you?
Tell me a little about the event that you've put up together.
It's an event that we do every year with a different theme. So Against the Tides is a community art show. And this year, of course, we're focusing on fighting cancer.
Lovely. So we see a lot of paintings here, and I believe there's a fashion show we are a few minutes away from.
It's the first time we're trying to do a warrior fashion show. We've done face paint, so we've got a lot of makeup artists also involved. So fashion designer Sash is also involved. They're offering the garments for the girls and the boys. So it'll be a mixture of things that you'll see, but mostly displaying strength and courage to fight this disease.
Displayed some meaningful garments today. I won't say glamorous, but extremely meaningful. And please, you have one of them here. Do tell our audience what it means.
I have one piece here, for example. We've created a basic top that you can wear over all your clothes, and it's something, it allows you floating, it's floating, it's beautiful, it's feminine. And the most important thing, we've created these patches, hand painted by me. I've done this over the week, so we had to do this for Against the Tides. What you will see here is an eye. And each one has an image like that represents something, that has this particular meaning. This in particular, for example, it stands for eye for new perspective.
I'm with Angela, one of the cancer survivors, and I must compliment you on this lovely picture that we have behind.
Thank you very much.
What was this moment when this picture was taken?
This was basically just joy and sheer relief that everything is over. I have survived, I've come through, and I'm 100% better. I'm just waiting for the hair to grow, and it's just like, yay, it's done, I'm fine, and I'm here for my daughter as well. So,
yeah, that is so inspiring. Tell us a little about when was it diagnosed and how long did the treatment take?
I was diagnosed Valentine's Day, funnily enough. I'm very surprised because it's not in the family or anything, and I'm quite young, I'm only 34, so it was a big shock for me. And then I had surgery, and then I've had 4 rounds of chemo, and I've come out of that, and now it's all done, so yeah.
All the jewelry pieces have been inspired by the process of cancer. Can you...
How cancer grows, how it spreads, what's happening externally, what's happening internally, and then what happens at the end, and what to look forward to after that part has all been dealt with.
Can we talk about one of the pieces here? What about this? What does this signify?
I call this internal versus external. So it's about... very plainly, it's about what happens after a mastectomy, where you have that one breast that's perfectly formed, it's still there, and there's that one side of you, that essential side of you basically, which is missing. So it's about how there's just skin over veins and bone now, and there's the organisms inside. Again, it's a thought of, you've dealt with this, now you have to go forward, now you have to deal with things, and life is not over, it goes on.
moving on, ले चलते हैं आपको to the EMAX Amazing Teachers Award 2014. It was held at James Winchester School Auditorium, Oud Mehta, Dubai. It was amazing to see the teachers mix up with their students और सबसे अच्छी बात तो ये थी कि एक प्यारा सा performance teachers ने खुद भी किया. Let's take you to the event.
What does a teacher mean? Might sound like a small word, but helps you your whole life. They're the people who nurture you for your future. They're the people who help you throughout your life until you pass out. They're the people who are mostly the second parents in your life. They're the ones who make you grow.
In my mind, I always pray for them that just because of them, I'm here. Whatever I am doing, I'm just because of them. So this thought came into my mind, and I thought that let me give my thank you to all the teachers, those who are doing so much hard work to nurture a child.
I think Big Ideas is doing such a wonderful job in providing this exceptional platform to recognize educators. EMAX and Big Ideas have been doing such a wonderful service to our teachers. It's very little in terms of an evening, but the motivation that my teachers and all other teachers who won the award this evening is going to carry forward, is going to stay with them for a long, long, long time.
Well, it is certainly a wonderful concept to award those who shape our futures. फिलहाल वक्त आ गया है एक ब्रेक लेने का, लेकिन डोंट गो एनीवेयर क्योंकि ब्रेक के बाद है आपका फेवरेट सेगमेंट टॉक स्टार्स. सो स्टे ट्यून्ड टू Zee Connect. Welcome back to Zee Connect with me, Shamuli. Well, it's now time to get to know your RJs better because it's time for TalkStars. हम पहुंचे at the head office of Radio Spice और मिले एक ऐसे multi-talented RJ से who's probably the only radio jockey to officially play as a DJ. तो चलिए ले चलते हैं आपको to meet the RJ who helps you party in your car. RJ आसिफ. मैं हूँ 105.4 रेडियो स्पाइस के स्टूडियो में और हम जिस RJ से आज मिलने वाले हैं उनकी खास बात ये है कि वो एक फुल टाइम DJ भी है. And the show he does is in the night, 9 to 12, and it's called Fire and Spice. So let's get some Fire and Spice into our show. I'm just going in to watch him live.
The mood is set. Can you feel it?
3, 2, 1.
The Definitive Dance Show on air has just started. Fire and Spice.
So, Asif, you've interviewed David Guetta. How was that?
It was really surreal, to be honest.
Wow.
I've interviewed David Guetta. I've interviewed Armin van Buuren. I've interviewed Ferry Corsten. All these people have been really inspiration. In fact, inspiration is an understatement because I am what I am, and my music is what it is because of these guys. I've literally grew up listening to Armin van Buuren. It wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. So when I met him for the first time, I literally had like tears in my eyes, and I was really nervous. I've interviewed all the Bollywood celebrities, and I've never felt so nervous.
You must be awestruck.
Oh my God, I was really gone. I was like, I don't even know what to ask him. How can you ask a question from Armin, who's been the #1 DJ in the world? You know.
So true. You really prefer to connect with your listeners with music?
To be honest, I after doing radio for so many years, I've come to this conclusion that it's the best format on the radio, especially in a metropolitan city like Dubai, is less talk and more music.
He is the mystery element of our station. You really don't know what's going on in his head. Now, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. That's for you to figure out. Second thing is he can't wake up in the morning. I can call him at any point of the day. He will be there. But if I call him in the morning, even if there's no one in the station, he will not wake up.
Of course, people can listen to your music between 9 to 12 in the
Yeah.
night, but what if in the day or after 12 they want to listen to you? Where can they log on to?
For the longest of time, I didn't have a SoundCloud page or any other source for my music for people to listen to. But then, of course, I started getting these messages and the question that you just asked of why don't you have your music online? So now I have my SoundCloud page here.
Okay.
It's under Asif_Sheikh. All you need to do is just look for Asif_Sheikh or Fire and Spice, which is a show name.
Okay.
Fire and Spice Sessions, and you'll find all these sessions here, and I've put in different genres here. As you can see, it's house, you'll find Bollywood, and there is deep house here. So people can listen to them, people can download these sessions, and it's just a non-stop session. So 30 minutes, you can just listen to it.
Oh, you can just play it and...
You can just play and download. All these tracks are downloadable, basically.
Oh, okay.
So now people, what they do is they download these tracks and just before going out, you know,
They can play it in their cars.
if it's not
or...
at my radio show time or even in the car, they just play these tracks, and I've been getting really good feedback for this, that at least, you know, we don't have to wait for 9 PM now.
आसिफ से जब पहली दफा मिलोगे तो ऐसा लगेगा कि यार बड़ा एटीट्यूड है बंदे में, पता नहीं क्या समझता है, डीजेस के साथ ऐसा ऑरा होता है क्या? लेकिन एक बार अगर उस बंदे को जान जाओगे, once you just kind of set with him, then he can just go on and on and on.
Well, Asif, that was definitely a power-packed party show. And now I feel like going and partying tonight.
You know, this is what happens after 20-30 minutes. Forget 3 hours, 9 to 12. By 9:30, I'm sorted.
Yeah.
9:30, I'm sorted. I don't even have to step out of the studio. I don't have dinner, I told you. I'm going to have dinner after the show, because just when I get done, I need the food. Because during the show, I don't need anything.
Wow. And don't you, like, doze off?
No, I don't.
Or you're just like...
With this music, you think you can doze off? No, no.
He, by the way, told me a little secret. Ab to hum hai. But when none of us are here, and when he's alone in his studio, he's partying and dancing here with the music.
I'm like literally like someone else is playing and I'm listening to it. This is how I do it. Yeah.
Great. So, well, we've heard a lot about your music, but we'd like to chat with you a little more. So, I think let's get a cup of coffee. Neither one of us is going to doze off.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's go out.
आसिफ, हाउस एंड गर्ल्स, बहुत गहरा कनेक्शन है. इससे पहले कि आप अपना डेढ़ दिमाग दौड़ाओ, आसिफ के हाउस म्यूजिक पर लड़कियां मरती हैं, एंड मैं भी वन ऑफ देम, एंड इवन आई एम वन ऑफ देम. Asif, you rock, man.
He plays house music at a lot of clubs here. If you know him, you know his BBM pin. Just ping him, and you are through with the entry and with the tables and everything.
So, Asif, how long have you been an RJ?
I have been an RJ for about 10 years now.
Okay.
As soon as I came to Dubai, it was my first job. So.
And मैंने सुना है कि आपको actually RJ या DJ बिल्कुल नहीं बनना था. It was not on your list.
बिल्कुल नहीं बनना था, but I always wanted to be in media, and it just fell into my lap. And I tried. I gave an audition. It turned out to be successful, and I was offered a job. And there you go. The next, I think, within 3-4 days after that audition, I was on air. I was doing the mid-morning show.
Wow. But what made you stick to it? आपको उसके बारे में इतना क्या पसंद आया?
Just because of the fact that you can actually touch people's lives with your music and with what you're saying. That's what attracted me initially. And then, of course, there's so many perks. You get recognition, plus people call you and praise you, and it's human nature. You like being praised. So yeah.
So are you an RJ first or DJ first? What do you like more?
I've done RJing for 9 years, and then I got into DJing. So of course, it's RJing is more closer to me.
Wow. And what do you do when you're not RJing once you're done with your work?
Once I'm done with my work, since I've started DJing, my nightlife has been very integral. It's been very, very active. So I go out a lot after the show, and before the show, I'm usually chilling out at home, watching movies all day.
Actually, your work starts in the night.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your chilling time is really in the day, जब सारी दुनिया काम कर रही होती है.
All day. Practically, literally all day.
So what do you do to stay creative and when you're not working?
Listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of music. It's actually the kind of music that I play on the show is what I've heard during the day.
Acha.
So it's just being inspired all day. So I keep listening to music, I keep watching movies. I go to a lot of events, I meet a lot of people. I love meeting people. I think that's what shows when I'm on air, and that's what helps.
And does it happen that after your show, generally you go off to other night parties to DJ?
I do. I have gigs, at least 3 gigs in a week.
Wow.
Usually on the weekend, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So I go to those gigs on the weekend. And apart from that, even on a weekday, I manage to sneak out.
12 in the night after your show is done, do you get sleepy? Do you have lots of coffee? What do you do to stay energetic?
I usually have my dinner after the show. So
12
baje मैं खाना खाता हूँ, उसके बाद then I get in touch with people who are up at that time, and they're mostly up because I'm friends with people in the same industry. So I go see them, meet them, we go chill out, and sometimes we go out party. Depends on what day it is on the week.
And of course, RJing and DJing both are very competitive fields. अगर देखा जाए तो, what would your advice be to people who are aspiring to do the same?
You've got to be passionate. You've got to be passionate about music, but that's not enough. A lot of people are passionate. You've got to invent yourself. You've got to evolve with the music. You've got to be updated. You can't force your personal music interest when you're a DJ or an RJ, because you're catering to people. You're playing music for people, basically, in the club or even on radio. So you've got to evolve. You need to know what they like. As I said, it's about touching their lives every day. In a club, 1,000 people, sometimes 2,000 people, and on radio there are hundreds, thousands, millions. Sometimes people are tuned in from other parts of the world as well.
Asif, thank you so much. It was so great talking to you, and of course, very inspiring as well.
Thank you so much.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well, RJ Asif certainly knows how to make you dance to his tunes. Well, that is all of Zee Connect this week. You can write into us to tell us which of your favorite RJs you'd like to see on the show, and we'll be more than happy to bring them on Zee Connect. You can also send in your feedback or suggestions on our Facebook or Twitter page. I will see you next week. Until the next time then, this is Shamali saying goodbye.